Welcome to the ambassador of our Heavenly Father's Kingdom channel. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, false prophets. The wealth false prophets have is not of the Most High, but of the enemy. Matthew chapter 23, verse 2. Saying, the scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. All therefore, whatsoever they bid you, observe. That observe and do. But do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. They speak righteous words, but are wicked. The word tells us in Acts chapter 16, verse 16, And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel, possessed with a spirit of divination, met them, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and them, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Creator, which show unto us the way of salvation. And did this she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the Spirit, I command thee in the name of Emmanuel to come out of her. And he came out the same hour. Be cautious who you receive word from. Believers, if you're not firmly walking with the Father, you're in imminent danger, because the false prophets of the day are sharp. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false followers of Emmanuel, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. That being said, you better take the word completely serious, or you'll find yourself in a world of pain and suffering. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of the thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not every one that saith unto me, Overseer, Overseer, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Overseer, Overseer, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will he profess unto them, He never knew you, and tell them to depart from him, ye that work iniquity. Who produced you? When and where did you receive salvation? According to these individuals, they prophesied in his name, cast out devils, but had no relationship. Are you walking around thinking you're something that you're not? What spirit is within you? Can you authenticate the genuineness and the root of your spirit? What are your fruits? Are these your fruit? Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Emmanuel's have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vain greatness, provoking one another, envying one another. A mason specializes in working with bricks, stones, concrete, blocks, and other types of masonry materials. Masons are responsible for structures such as walls, floors, pavements, chimneys, and other architectural elements. They play a vital role in the construction of industry, contributing to the strength, durability, and aesthetics of buildings. The farmer is usually involved in some combination of field crops, orchards, vineyards, poultry, or other livestock. Those are fruits of their labor. A believer can have many skills, but his number one priority is being a servant of the Most High. What kind of servant are you? Do you lie? If you lie, is that a fruit of you being a believer? If you lie, your relationship with the Father is compromised. Do your teachers lie? If your teacher lies, well, your relationship with the Father is compromised. By following the Most High purpose for your life, He creates a hedge about you to protect you from the wiles of the enemy. When an individual operates outside the Father's purpose for their lives, they compromise that hedge around them, and the enemy can now easily attack them and their loved ones. How weak is your hedge? Every time you betray the Father, you're betraying yourself, you're weakening yourself, and you're fighting against our Heavenly Father. Do you proclaim to love the Father, but ignore Him with your actions? If the answer is yes, what will you do today to mend your relationship with the Almighty? In the comment section, please feel free to share a testimony of the greatness of our Heavenly Father. Thank you in advance. You never know who you may help with the simplest of words. If you have any questions, you can type it in the comment section. For more personal questions or advice, I can be reached at the email on my YouTube page. Thank you for stopping by, and remember, 1 John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.